Part 2. The Bomb. Chapter 4. I Will Train You. Alan, you must teach us how to use your birds. It will help us to use this tool to communicate. If we find Duran or Cheyenne, we must be able to call out for help. She is not in Josephera. Jasha and I will go to Ortso, the most likely location to find them, and also the most dangerous. Trillium and Fairstuff shall go to Aztrac, for she is the only one among us who has been there before. Jack and Nemi will go to Drake. I would send the Drakens, but I have a feeling they will be treated worse than us. Jin and Kai will scour the mountains inside and out. Polar Mist shall go to Claran. Goodbye, Mother and Father. Evan embraced his parents. You behave, Jake. I'll try, Jacob winked. Farewell, son. I trust you make the right decision this time, Neja told Zack. I will. Be safe in Ortso. As safe as I can be. Go find your girl. Trillian gave her mother a hug and kissed her on the cheek. She's my blood too, and Duran used to be a friend of mine. You be careful in Aztrac. We do not know them well. I will. Safe journey. Safe journey. All 7 ships set out upon the Adrella Sea with high hopes. The sails were full of wind and the sun was shining. Upon the sea serpent, Talon lay in his oversized bunk. So far, no one had called him out or even noticed him. They were all too busy with the quest in mind. He laid restless, wondering how and when he would get the chance to speak to the Outlanders. He was hoping to board a different ship than he did, but squeezing in with a clump of centaur, he had no choice. He knew he didn't have much time to finish his mission. He wanted to speak to Neja himself before the ships departed, but he would have been noticed by everyone if he did. Good thing was they had some of Alan's birds, and Talon knew how to use them, for he had taught Alan himself. Garrett was seated with his back propped up against a rigging. He was carving a piece of wood and humming with his dreadlocks pulled behind him. Evan came up from below and tapped Zack on the shoulder. Good morning, wizard. Good morning to you too, wizard. I'm not a wizard. You can be after more training. You need to find and harness your power. You have the lineage. Think so? Sure. You knew about the book. Who knows what else you are capable of? Why your parents haven't tapped your potential is beyond me. Jake. Attention-starved, problem-making. He keeps them going. I can teach you and train you, even though you fear me. Zack glanced at Evan and sighed. Interesting. We are both interested in Cheyenne, but that doesn't matter as much as finding her alive. Aye. Maybe, Evan, everybody fears you. But I have given no reason to doubt. I live right. I have made no mistakes. If you would have told the council about the book, this never would have happened at all. Easy now. I know this. Just hear me out. All right. Do you know the story of your father and the Dark Ones? Very well. Better than Jake. He's the one they should be afraid of. You are aware of some of your power, yet Jake knows none of his. Is this not correct? Very much. I wonder why that is. Evan, though a little lost, was intrigued. He knew Zack was in a way his rival, but he didn't know much more than himself. Even though the truth can burn at times, it was necessary, and he respected Zack for shining some light on the unknown. Do you know how they treated your father in the mountains and why? Like a slave, because they knew if he believed in himself, he could possibly rise above them, and he did. Very good. You are untrained because they are afraid of your potential. This burned at Evan, but again was necessary. Why would they hold me back like this? I've done no wrong, especially after Father's experience. It's unnecessary fear. You may grow to be stronger than them, and they will not be able to control you. They should trust me. You should too. I don't fear your virtue. I fear you're going to try to steal my girl. She's not your girl yet, Evan joked. He liked Zack's company much more than he liked Jake's. We will find her, Evan, and I will train you. Zack wondered if his father would approve of him training Evan. Perhaps not, but then again, he never said not to train him. Zack only shared his opinion about it with Evan. Even though it was dangerous to open his power, the last thing he wanted to do was cause more trouble than he already had. He would risk it. He trusted Evan and the wizards might need him to find Cheyenne and bring down Duran. If he was lucky, Evan would become more than Duran. Thank you, I would be honored. We're going to find her somehow. Evan went below deck. Garrett sat still, carving his block of wood. Without looking at Zack, he spoke. I hope you know what you are doing.